Alright, what's up guys? So I'm going to do a short little video about a controversial topic that has been on my Facebook feed, on my social media feed all week long, with people posting AI generated art. And whatever your opinion of it is, everyone's going to have their opinion on what is ethical, what is unethical, what is stealing and what is not stealing. Here's my opinion on it. I use AI every single day for my work. I'm a video editor, a videographer, and I would just straight up say right out of the gate that AI has made my life a lot easier in that realm. If you use it for its intended purpose and you use it as a tool, it can be very useful. It can help you with a lot of things, and it can make a lot of things less time consuming, cutting out some of the menial tasks that would take you hours and hours and hours to do if you had to do it by hand. However, because of the nature of what artificial intelligence has started to become used for, in this case, generating art, generating graphics and things like that, there's a lot of people who are angry and are upset because they feel like artists are having their work stolen in order to create this artwork, and that people who are not artists are able to create really high-end art by doing nothing but typing some prompts into a chat box, and also by using stolen imagery because in order for the AI to create the images, sort of the brain of the artificial intelligence has to be fed art from existing artists, so it has something to pull from. So people are making the argument that the reason why they don't like AI art is because it is stealing art from other artists. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you how this kind of works. There's different places you can do this. I'm using ChatGPT, using its DALL-E, which is, I think this is what a lot of the image generation AI apps use. There's also Midjourney. There's a few other ones. Bing has one as well. They might all pull from the same place. I'm not entirely sure. Don't quote me on that. Google it if you need to find the answer to that. But so you can come to ChatGPT and type something like generate an image of a attractive female wearing red armor with white hair and a ponytail with face paint on her cheeks. She's wielding, that's not how you spell that, wielding two katana blades. No, she's wearing two katana blades on her back, because AI doesn't do hands very well, so I don't want her to put anything in the hands. She looks like she is ready for battle. Please generate this in a image comics art style. All right, let's see what happens when we do that. ChatGPT is going to do its thing. Now, the prompt that I gave it was pretty specific, so we'll see how it handles it. It does some prompts better than others. It did that pretty quickly. Okay, that's pretty much what I asked for the most part. It did not. There's like a third katana here, so it gave me 3 katanas. This one's just kind of there. I guess let's make this bigger. But, it gave me pretty much what I asked for. Now, if I were to take this image, we're going to save it to my computer. Girl with swords. I don't know why it said. Actually, let's do it this way. We're going to save that. So we save the image. I'm going to come back to that. All right, so we're going to close out of that. Now we're going to go a different direction here. So this is just what you can do. Now I could also say, try again. Make sure she only has 2 swords and make her face the camera. she's also wearing too much armor. And then we'll do it again and see what it says. Because you can basically just kind of have a conversation with ChatGPT. It's like very conversational. You can give it very specific commands, but you can also just be very conversational with it and talk to it, which is weird, but also cool. So now some people would be saying at this point, this piece of art that I just created is bits and pieces of other people's artwork that this is stolen to create this. All right, so we did it again, and we got something completely different. Now this is a comic book art style. I don't know what artist this would be, but I've seen this art style before. So, that's what you get if you just do prompts. We're going to take it a step further. So the main argument is that this is stealing people's artwork. So I'm going to be a guinea pig, and I'm going to let it steal my artwork. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to show you. This is my artwork. I drew this. Now, we're going to get really meta with this because this is not my character. This is not my design. This is not none of this is mine except for my rendition of it. And I copied this from another artist. That artist is named Jim Lee. It might have been Jay Lee, but I think it was Jim Lee because this is really old. I drew this in 2000 and something. And so not only is this my artwork that I drew with a pen, with my hands, I use reference images, and I didn't just use a reference image. I drew this exactly as it was in the comic book that I referenced from. So this is mostly an exact copy of a picture of this character, which if I can find, I'm going to show you the actual original artwork. But this is my rendition of it. Now, is that stealing? Because I drew the exact same thing that was already on the page? Is it not stealing because I drew it with my hand and I didn't do it with a computer? So here's where it starts to get tricky, and this is why I think a lot of people are just kind of losing their minds over nothing with this. And I wanted to make this video to kind of showcase that. I know I'm going to get some hate for it, and that's fine. I just want people to understand and have a better idea of how this actually works and why it isn't exactly what you think it is. All right, so we're going to take my image, my drawing, and we're going to feed it to ChatGPT. And I'm going to say, generate an image in a comic book art style inspired by this, referencing the image that I just attached to it. And it's going to see the image, it's going to analyze the image, and it's going to do its thing. And look, the only prompt that I gave it was generate an image in a comic book art style, inspired by this. It's just creating the image. Let's see what it gave me. So, interesting. Look at this image. This doesn't look anything like what I gave it. This is my drawing. This is what it gave me back. Those two things aren't even remotely similar. The only similarities are that it's a girl with a ponytail. Other than that, they don't look anything alike. So my question is to you out there, if this is all stolen artwork, why is this so far away from what I gave it? So let's go back. Let's try this again. I'm going to feed it my drawing again. I'm going to say, please generate an image almost identical to this one, but change it to a but make it better. I don't know if this prompt is going to work, but it's going to try to create something. And so if AI art is theft, then I stole the original artwork when I drew this, and then now it has been stolen again because I just fed it to AI. But whose artwork got stolen? The original artist who drew the original version of this picture, or me the person who drew this specific drawing in ink with my hand and a pen. Okay, so here's our new thing. Again, this doesn't look anything, this looks nothing like what I gave it. 0. So I don't understand the argument of the stealing of the artwork because, one, if I were to Google image search any of these ones that I just created, there will be no other images. So if we take this one, copy image, and go to Google and image search, can I just paste it in there? Yeah. Research for people are limited. Find image source. Okay. There are 0 exact matches because this image doesn't exist. Okay, because this is a completely new creation. That is how all art is created, by taking bits and pieces from other pieces of artwork. Whether you hand drew them or a computer did it for you, that is how all art is created. So every single time you artists out there draw something, Photoshop something, smash a whole bunch of crap you got from Google Images together into a new thing, you stole it too. So I really don't understand why people are angry about AI art. There's literally no way. It is impossible to trace this back to whatever artist this was supposedly stolen from. It is impossible. Because the way AI works, this is not stealing artwork. It is using references, just like you use references when you draw things yourself. The only difference is that you're not using a pen and a pencil to do it. Now, should you go and sell this, print this out and sell this? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I agree with that 100%. Is this stealing? Not really. And that was my own artwork. So that's all I got. I've been seeing a lot about this on the internet. I just want to make a quick video about it. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think this is stealing, if you are for or against AI art. Like I said, I'm kind of indifferent to it. I'm not going to steal I'm not going to post and sell this stuff. I just think it's a fun thing to play around with every now and again. And I know people are selling this stuff. I really don't think it's ever going to replace a human being making a piece of artwork, because honestly, even though these pieces of art are cool, they just don't have the same like soul or just, I don't know, uniqueness that comes from a handcrafted piece of art. Even mine's not even that good, and you can tell that I drew this. Like, there's mistakes and things that make it human, which you won't find here. This looks perfect, you know. And I think there's beauty in flaws, and beauty in not being perfect. So, you know, it's whatever, you know, take it for whatever it's worth. AI is not going anywhere, so might as well get used to it.